new challenges. And taking photos with a selfie camera. We love
a selfie camera.
Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damacy Reroll.
I like the way he pronounces it, Damacy.
Combine the powers of the sun and moon.
Oh, look at this!
Evil in this turn-based RPG.
This looks neat as hell.
Freely traverse a breathtaking world. Meet characters from all walks of life. And devastate foes with timed attacks in battle.
Look at these crisp-looking pixels.
Your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda.
No shit.
Composer for the game.
Well, I thought this game looked like Chrono Trigger, and more ways than one, it's gonna sound like Chrono Trigger.
A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, I'm all about that. Okay, that was dope. Give me more of that retro and SNES feel with a modern take on it. Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give me that demo. Look at this old school looking ass game on the Switch screen.
On Nintendo Switch, you
can just beat that.
Anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day. Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch.
Just take full advantage of the Switch's
Tetris,
mobile abilities here.
And aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Just beat that game too.
Wario stole from you. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening.
Why don't we just go through our entire season of Game Boy that we did on this channel? My god.
Gargoyle's Quest.
Man, I could hear that boss music in my head.
Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles.
I had no idea there was a Game & Watch on the Game Boy.
The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island. Metroid 2, Return of Samus.
Yeah, basically go through our entire Game Boy.
On planet SR 388.
This game is fantastic.
Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions.
Yep.
Kirby's
I don't remember
Dream
Wario's ass being on fire, though.
Inhale and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title.
I wonder if they'll give you the option to play the colored versions of these games. Or is it just... No, here's the...
Game Boy Pocket.
Oh.
Or Game Boy Color screen filter.
I literally just said that.
Up to 2 players can play compatible games together.
I willed it into existence. What's tonight's lottery numbers?
More games will be added in the future.
That is cool. You can switch between the 3 versions of it. Fantastic. Yes! Game Boy Advance supports!
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch.
Arguably the best handheld game console of all time. Has some of the best libraries you could ever see. Hell yes.
Super Mario Advance 4. Super Mario Brothers 3. 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience
your
the
nose.
origins of the lightning-fast micro games. Kuru Kuru Kururin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles.
We get these games, we don't get Mother 3. We get a game called Kuru Kururin, but no Mother 3.
The first Mario Kart game created for a portable system.
This is your chance, Nintendo.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks.
Like the Daffy Duck plant.
The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together.
That is fantastic.
More games will be added to this library as well.
Including the original Fire Emblem Game Boy Advance game that made Fire Emblem take off in this country.
Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership.
Get yourself an expansion pack and play some Game Boy Advance games. We'll have mine. We'll have the old gray brick.
Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced.
That's cool.
Please look forward to more information.
I just think it's so amazing you can switch between the multiple versions of the game.
Online plus expansion pack in the future. Let's see a few more headlines.
More headlines!
The original Metroid
What?
Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Okay. You have my attention. Now that I'm actually a fan of Metroid, I want to get into this game series. The side series, the Prime series. It's not Metroid Prime 4, though. I think this will hold people over until it comes out. Look at that 2003 interface. Take me back to high school. Did I just age myself? I think I just did. Takes you back to watching G4 Tech TV back in the day. Good old X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. They covered the hell out of Metroid Prime back in the day. And I used to see that interface all the time. I was like, I could probably get into it, maybe. But I just never did. Here's my chance.
For Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4 from the perspective of Samus Aran. But beware, there's more to this.
Yeah, now that I own a Switch,
meets the eye.
the possibilities are like just endless of games that I can now play.
They'll help you discover info and clues on how to progress.
I will say it's remastered, but
Depending on the
I don't know if they rendered this trailer properly. I can still see like old remnants of 480p on this thing.
Attack. Keep them in your sights with a lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams,
It doesn't look as crisp as I think it would look, but
bombs, and more.
yeah, this is basically all you got to do with this era of video games. Just give it a new coat of paint.
While separately changing your point of view. You can also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game.
I mean, I can see the graininess of it, so that
Explore Talon 4 with your
gives me the nostalgia, but
the digital version of Metroid Prime.
that one shot looked pretty crisp.
launches on Nintendo
I just think that
eShop
trailer just wasn't rendered right.
today. The physical version of the game will be available
Today?
in stores February 22nd.
If you want a physical copy, you gotta wait a couple days. Or a couple weeks.
Your master
Got it.
detective skills to the test.
This game
is
star
the World
Bowsette?
Detective Organization.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at this, I can definitely tell that that Metroid Prime remaster is gonna look better. This trailer isn't exactly rendered at a good bit rate. I probably need to like watch like a separate well, it's not gonna be 4K. Watch like a separate high definition trailer of that with a higher bit rate. See exactly what Metroid Prime's gonna look like.
So far. This will be our last segment.
Oh, last segment. This is what everybody came to see. Give me some of that Zelda. Hope you don't have any steel weapons equipped. I know that firsthand now I'm playing Breath of the Wild. Seeing as how I'm currently playing Breath of the Wild, all of this looks very familiar, except for the fact this stuff is in the sky. This is the first bit of Tears of the Kingdom that I'm actually seeing. I know Nintendo's had like a slow drip feed.
Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
The red moon quivers. Like, hey, let's make Breath of the Wild again, but bigger. Yeah, all this looks very familiar. Not necessarily saying that's a bad thing.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Well, look at this sky shit that you can do now. It's like Breath of the Wild, but this time you can go to the sky. Ooh, that's gonna help. Homing arrows. My Xenoblade looking arm. And now you can drive a buggy. And it turns into air surfing. And there's your trailer. Breath of the Wild, again, this time to the sky.
Please, lend him your power.
Whoa, you actually get to switch between Zelda and Link in this game? Because that would be sweet. Wow, this close to release. And they're just like, let's just give you a nice little tickle.
The latest entry in the Legend of Zelda
It's
series.
the anti-Square Enix, if you would, where they just like, here's just a trailer what the game looks like.
A collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day.
Oh wow, it almost looks like you could have yourself a gold cartridge like back in the day.
On the same day.
Another amiibo that Nags is gonna forget.
We're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
I'll be done Breath of the Wild by then.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Nicely done! Nicely done, Nintendo. You never fail to deliver on these directs. Nicely done. My Switch is ready.